Yeah, good morning, friends. Welcome back. Okay, so this is our first official class of our AWS. What we have done previously was simply a demo session or a basic introduction session. So from today, we'll start everything from scratch and hopefully we'll go up to the advanced level. Okay. And as you know, the rules remain same. The chat box is always open here. If you have any doubt or question, feel free to send your questions in chat box at any time. I'll come to your questions. Please try to keep the sessions more interactive so that it will help you in understanding the concept as well as it can help the other people also. Done? Now, let us say what is cloud computing again. Cloud computing in very basic and easy way. If I go with the definition of cloud computing here, friends, like if I go with the Amazon definition, what these people says here, see, they says cloud computing is the on-demand delivery. I'll just highlight some terminologies here so that you can understand things in better way. On-demand delivery of IT resources over the internet with pay-as-you-go pricing. Now, this is what cloud computing is all about, my friend. Now, when I say IT resources, what exactly it means? IT resources means, see, to run any business, to run any computer network, to run any application, we need to have some IT resources. Okay, so what are these applications or what exactly is the application? In a simple terminology, whenever you connect to internet, whatever you connect over the internet, maybe if you're connecting only to google.com, that is again an application, right? So by using your mobile phone or laptop or tablet or whatever device you're using, whatever you connect over the internet, everything comes under the application category. Your phone pay is application, your WhatsApp is application, right? So where are these applications running? They are running in their particular company. See, phone pay is not running in my mobile phone. I am just using the phone pay client application. But where is the phone pay server application? It is running in the phone pay company somewhere on a server. Okay, so to run that particular phone pay application or any other application, you need some IT resources. Done. So what are the IT resources you need here? Every server or every application, to run every application, you need IT resources like servers, storage, firewall, hmm, some routers, okay, some server operating system. These are some of the IT resources we need. Without having a server machine, a server operating system, a storage machine, firewall, router, and many other things actually, we simply cannot run any application. That's literally not possible. You cannot run an application on your desktop machine or a laptop machine by using a client operating system. We need to have a server OS. But friends, we need to have a server operating system. And where we can install the server operating system on a server machine. So see, all these things are your IT resources. Now the question here is how we can take these IT resources or from where we can take these IT resources. Like for example, in our home, we have some electronic devices or electronic things like refrigerator will be there, a washing machine will be there, AC will be there, a TV will be there, right? So if you want to take all these things, what you have to do, you have to go to some place. You have to go to some showroom. From there, you can buy all these things. These are the things that are mandatory, like for most of us, right? Refrigerator is in a way mandatory. Washing machine is in a way mandatory. So these are different components, are different devices. Now, in our IT resources category, we have certain devices that are mandatory. So let us see what are the devices that are mandatory to have in our IT resources category. See, one is your server. There is a router. There is a firewall. Storage will be there somewhere here. Okay, and this particular server has a server operating system. It can be Linux server or Windows server, whatever server operating system we have here. So like this, these are the IT resources we have. But in this setup, you can see there is only one server, there is only one firewall, a router. But you know, my friend, if you go to the smallest company on the face of the earth, the smallest company where there are, okay, maybe, you know, some tens and hundreds of people are working, a very small company. In that company also, my friend, this setup will not be like this. In that company also, we will have many servers, like at least 12, 15, 20, 30 servers will be there. If you go to a smallest company, there also we will have at least, you know, 15, 20 routers maybe. If you go to smallest company, there maybe we have, let's say 10 TB, 20 TB, 50 TB or 100 TB of storage. So these devices, what you see right now here are maybe just for diagram purpose, they have added only one devices. But like I said to you, my friend, there will be some hundreds and thousands of devices here. So these are the IT resources we have to take, and we have to, you know, do all the configuration, all the settings, all the connections. We need to maintain our power backup. We need to maintain our devices backup. So if your requirement is 10 servers, you may take 12 servers. Because, you know, 10 servers, taking exactly 10 servers is a very risky thing. Because at the end of the day, your server is an electronic device, like your router, your laptop, your mobile phone. That is also a device. Whatever problems you get in your laptop or desktop, you can face same problems in your server. Obviously, server is a very heavy machine. Heavy in the sense, you know, it has more work to do compared to a laptop and a desktop. So you may get more problems. You may get different problems actually. I should not say more. You may get different problems in your server. So overall, if you need 10 servers, you need to add couple of more servers for backup purpose. Okay, so like this, we have to take all these devices. These are the IT resources. Now, what cloud says here is the concept of cloud is a company like Amazon, Microsoft, or Google, they will come to you. They will come to you in the sense they will provide some, they will share some details about their, you know, infrastructure with you through email, or they will do some advertisement and all those things. So anyway, they will reach you for sure, and they will say, listen, you want to run your business, and to run your business, you need servers, storage, firewalls, routers, and many other devices. These are the things you need. But again, they will say how many servers you need. Let's say your requirement today is, let's say you need totally 100 servers. So if you need 100 servers, there are two options for you, right? One is you can go and buy these 100 servers physically, or the second option here is you can go and take these 100 servers from a cloud provider. I repeat, you can buy these 100 servers, or you can go and take these servers from a cloud provider. So what is the difference here? One is your physical server that you're buying here. The other server that you take from a cloud provider is actually a virtual server. What is that server here, friends? That is a virtual server. So what exactly is your virtual server and a physical server? Physical server, we know it's a physical box like your desktop. You can see clearly what you see right now here is a physical server. Okay, but what is a virtual server? Now see, there's Amazon people, Microsoft people, and Google people. They will say you need 100 servers. So you are paying money for 100 servers. But you know, at any given time, your requirement can increase or decrease. So if the requirement is increasing and decreasing, is it easy for you to increase the number of servers, or is it easy to decrease the number of servers? See, it is not so easy to make changes in your physical setup. Like for example, imagine you have a 3 BHK room, a 3 BHK house. Is it easy for you to add the fourth bedroom there so easily? No, right? You have to make a lot of changes there. So making changes in hardware or making changes in the computer network, adding or removing the devices, forget about the components within a device. Say there is a server, and that server has, let's say, 16 GB of memory. If you want to increase from 16 GB to 32 GB, that is possible, but that is also not easy. It will take a lot of time. We have to bring the device, we have to bring the component, shut down the device, okay, add the extra component, then again power on the device, okay, then again the server will go up. So it will take a lot of time. So I am saying within a server, if you want to add some component, it will take a lot of time. We have to do a lot of planning. Now, the situation, the scenario here is we are not adding any components here. We are simply adding number of devices. So obviously it will take more time. So these cloud providers, these people says your requirement is going up and down. Obviously, the requirement will go up and down. It will not be constant. It will not be same. So they says your requirement is going up and down. So instead of taking a physical server, take a virtual server. Now, my question here is, what is the advantage I have if I take the virtual server? See, we are using physical servers for last 40, 50 years now. The time when we started using the computer networks, let's say in 1960s, from that particular time we started using our physical server. So now if someone says don't take physical server, take a virtual server, what is the advantage? What are the advantages I'll get? First of all, physical server has certain components like processor, RAM, storage, NIC card, power supply. Virtual server is also having components like processor, RAM, storage, NIC card, and power supply. Done. Components wise same. At least the names. Operating system wise, physical server has the operating system like Windows Server operating system or Linux Server operating system. In the same way, my friend, the virtual server also is having a Windows Server operating system or a Linux Server operating system. Clear? Now, what we do on top of this physical server, we will run a application. Now, what we do on a virtual server, same thing, my friend. We are running the application. Okay, but again, the story here is why I have to prefer a virtual server over a physical server. Maybe like 20 years before, most of the applications that were running over the internet were running on the physical server, because 20 years before there was no cloud actually. Cloud computing started in the year 2004. And by the time we entered in 2014, 15, and actually 16, 17, it started gaining more popularity. See, any technology, it will take some time to develop itself, right? If they launch a technology today, it does not mean today only it will become successful. It will take some time to, like, accepted by companies. There will be some security loopholes. There will be some configuration loopholes, and there will be some other things. So it took around 14, 15 years, or at least 12 to 14 years for cloud computing to gain more popularity and to be accepted by companies very easily. So as of now, most of the companies, they have a virtual server, actually virtual servers running for them. I'll take an example, Netflix. Netflix started some 25, 30 years before. So when they started that organization, when they launched their web server, they launched the web server on a physical server, netflix.com on a physical server. But today, in the year 2024, are they using any physical server? Obviously, they are running their server on cloud. And what is a server on cloud? Virtual server is there on the cloud. So again, the question is same. What advantages I will get if I go with a virtual server? Listen carefully, friends. It's a very simple concept. The concept of virtual server is so simple and so easy, like you're making a particular document. Like, how you make a MS Word file. There is a software there, right? Like MS Office is there. In MS Office, there is a package called MS Word. You open the MS Word, you start typing something, you change colors and fonts and everything. And once you finish your document, you save the document. That means you have a soft copy now. Making a virtual machine is something like this. What you should do here is you should connect to the Amazon Web Services console, Microsoft Web Services console, Google Web Services console. You just need to connect to these people, their data centers actually. I repeat, you need to connect to the data centers And in the data center, there will be some options available. Using these options, you can simply create a virtual server. Now, it will take at least 12 to 15 classes for me to explain how to create a virtual server. That's a very big topic, my friend. Very simple, very technical, but still it will take a lot of time. But as of now, just try to understand what I'm saying here. You just need to connect to the Amazon data center. Once you connect to the Amazon data center, there we have certain options available. Using those options, you can create your virtual server. In this virtual server, you need to select your hardware. How much RAM you need, how many processors you need, how much storage you need, all these things you need to select. So the Amazon people will provide you all the details. They will say, okay, these are the things available. Again, if you go with MS Word, there will be some colors available, there will be some fonts available, right? You're not adding any font from your side, or you're not adding any color from your side. Everything is already there. You just need to select it. So in our cloud also, each and every virtual server option is available. According to your requirement, you have to select. Now, how we can select the requirement, we will see in great details again. But as of now, my requirement is I need a virtual server with 8 GB. So I will get some, templates there. I will get some designs of servers where I am getting 8 GB, 8 GB, 8 GB, 8 GB. So I need to select my 8 GB. Now I need 10 servers with, let's say, 24 GB. So I need to select 24 GB server. I need certain servers with 64 GB, 64 GB of memory. So I need to select 64 GB. So like this, I need to simply, select my server, select my virtual server. So that is your hardware. Now, once you select a virtual server, can we imagine a server running without an operating system? Answer is no. So now we need to decide which server operating system we need to go. Linux or Windows. See, as of now, you have zero idea, right? How you can decide how much hardware you need or how much or which operating system you need. But hopefully at the end of the course, you will be in a perfect position to decide, okay, this is the hardware I need and this is the operating system I need. But as of now, just try to understand the example what I'm trying to share here. Okay, you have already selected hardware. Now you are selecting Linux. Now in Linux operating system, there is Red Hat Linux, there is Ubuntu, there is Fedora, there is, there are CentOS, Amazon Linux, Microsoft Linux. There are different versions of it, different distributions available. So which distribution you need to select? Then again, there will be a meeting in your company. All the administrators will come together and they will say, okay, we need 100 virtual servers. Out of 100 virtual servers, in 40 servers, we need a Red Hat Linux. In 10 servers, we need Ubuntu Linux. In 20 servers, we need Windows Server 2022. In 4 servers, we need Windows Server 2016. So like this, you will decide everything, my friend. What you know, you will decide each and everything there. Okay. Fine. So this is the way we will decide our operating system. Okay, there is a question here. Like, why in this PC it is simply mentioned laptop and client? What is the difference? Okay, we'll come to the difference between laptop and client in great details. Here also I should add as client only. Client only. Everything is a client. So what is a client and what is a different machine? We will see. But as of now, imagine every machine is a client. Okay. Okay, fine. So we have selected our hardware here and we have selected our operating system. Job done. Now what to do, friends? Now the next thing is we just need to install our application. We need to install our application. Now, again, the same question. We have taken a virtual server and we have, selected the hardware inside the virtual server and we have, selected the operating system or we are running the application. Now, what are the advantages we have here? Now, listen carefully, friends. Very simple and very interesting. For example, let me just take a paintbrush here to explain things in better way. I hope you are with me. Remember, the rules are same. Chat box is always open. Whatever doubts you have, please send your doubts. Please send your questions in chat box. Okay. Now, for example, let's say you have these servers. So the servers are connected here. What is a server? Server is a machine that provides some services. So for example, let's say this is a web server 1. This is a web server 2, the backup server. This is your mail server. This is your, let's say, some application server. So see, we have different types of servers here. So imagine this is server number 1 and let's say this is server number 100. So 100 servers is still a small company, my friend. I'm taking a very basic example here as of now. 100 servers, don't feel like, oh, there are 100 servers, it can be a big company. No, big companies will have some thousands of servers. Okay. Now, the application that we are running here is, let's say, I just need to extend this. This is also application server application 2. And the application, like I said, we are running here is, let's say, Swiggy. We know this application, right? Swiggy is a food application using which you can simply order your food. Maybe for breakfast or for lunch or for dinner or whatever, you can order your food, right? Now, let us make things more interesting now. See, what is the time now? The time is 6:30, approximately 6:30 a.m. Still, it is considered as early morning, right? Let's say this is server number 99, whatever. So still it is early morning. Now tell me, friends, as of now, in a city like Hyderabad, can you imagine how many people are using this Swiggy application? Roughly, let us say 50, let's say 5,000 people as of now in a city like Hyderabad are ordering something on this Swiggy application. Most of them will order from their mobile phone, right? So let's say 50,000 people are connected to this Swiggy application from their respective devices. So how many connections are established with Swiggy as of now at 6:30 a.m.? Obviously, 5,000 connections are established. See, there will be some mechanism where they will do some load balancing and all those things. Again, load balancing is a very important mechanism that we need to learn in great details in coming sessions. But as of now, some connections will be established with this application server and some connections will be established with this particular server. So how many people? 5,000 people. See, every server has some limitation. So if you take a bike, there is a limitation there, right? Your bike can run at this particular speed, maximum at this particular speed. Your car, again, there is a limitation. If you go with an airplane, there is a limitation. If you go with a ship, there is a limitation. Everywhere there is a limitation. The servers also have the limitations. Your mobile phone also has a limitation. Normally, it will show like, your storage is full. That means you have maybe 128 GB of storage or 256 GB of storage, but now it is full. If it is full, you cannot store anything else there, right? So there is a limitation there. So in our server also, there is a limitation. Now, imagine these two servers in total, let's say they can handle 6,000 requests per second. How many? 6,000 requests. So tell me, friends, as of now at 6:30 a.m., these two servers, will they be sufficient to provide services to the users or to the clients? Answer is yes, right? Because how many connections are established till now? Only 5,000 connections are established. These two servers can easily serve 6,000 people or 6,000 connections. Okay, fine. Right now, everything is looking fine. Your business is running fine. Now, let us make some changes now. Now, the time is, let's say 7:30 a.m. Now you can imagine most of the people will be awake and they started booking there, right? At 6:30 a.m., at 7:30 a.m., most of the people are ready to book their orders. Are they booking their orders? Now tell me, at 7:30 a.m., if I just lost the power here. Okay, anyhow, we can continue, no issues. So at 7:30 a.m., imagine 60,000 people are connected to this Swiggy. They are booking their orders. How many? 60,000 people. Now tell me, friends, these two servers where your Swiggy application is running, these two servers, will they be sufficient now? How many people at 7:30? 60,000 people are connected within a city. But Swiggy is using only two servers where this Swiggy application is running, and that Swiggy application and these two servers can only allow 6,000 connections. But as of now, how many people are connected at 7:30 a.m.? 60,000 people connected. So the question is, will these two servers enough? Answer is no. If more traffic is coming and if your servers are not able to handle the traffic, the servers will go down. You know, have you ever heard the terminology, the server is hanging, or the server is not responding, the server is down?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, this is the case actually, where you're getting more requests, your server is not able to respond to them. Like I said, every server, every hardware device has a limitation. Like, you know what to do. Now, if you go with your physical setup, remember we have two ways, physical servers as well as your virtual servers, right? So if you go with your physical server, in this case, you know what you have to do? You have to bring extra physical servers and you have to add extra physical servers. That's a very scary situation, my friend. Literally, it's a very, very scary situation in companies. It will be too difficult for companies to add physical servers within some hours. Forget about within some minutes or within some days also. It is very difficult. Forget about within some hours also. Okay. But now we are in cloud. So what these cloud people are doing, right? You know, these people says, how much is your requirement? Okay, at 6:30, your requirement is two servers. Okay, fine. We will provide you two servers. But at 7:30, after 1 hour, your business is at its peak. Many people are connected. Then you need maybe, let's say, 14 servers, for example. From two, how much you need now? 14 servers. So you know what these cloud providers will do? They will say, okay, you need 14 servers. No need to worry, my friend. You go and just sleep. What we will do here is we will increase your server capacity from 2 to 14. Automatically the server capacity will be increased from 2 to 14. This concept is actually known as auto scaling concept. I am working in Swiggy as a cloud administrator, for example. You know what I did on day one? I just configured the auto scaling concept. Auto scaling, automatic scaling. Scaling means going up and down. So I configured auto scaling concept on day one. And what I did in auto scaling concept, I said in my cloud or in my network, every time minimum two servers should be running. If no person is connected also, then two servers are running. Fine. But if the traffic is increasing, my number of servers should increase automatically. This is a concept in cloud. So what happens now? 6:30, 5:30 a.m., two servers were running. But at 7:30 a.m., automatically the number of servers have increased from 2 to 14. Now 60,000 people are connected to your Swiggy application. Will they face any problem? Answer is no. Will there be any downtime? Answer is no. Will there be any disruption in your business? Answer is no. So what you should do, you just need to configure the auto scaling concept so that your servers will serve the request of clients. Okay. Now, let us add some more things here. Let us say the time is 8 p.m. and it's a holiday actually. Let's say Sunday, 8 p.m. Normally, you know what families do? They just order some food from outside, like pizzas or biryanis or whatever, so that they can enjoy their holiday. 8 p.m. But my friend, how many people are connected to your Swiggy application at 8 p.m. within a city? Let's say 200,000. That is 2 lakh people are connected. So the number has gone up from 5,000 to 60,000 and from 60,000 to 200,000. That's a big jump here, right? Now tell me, if there are 60,000 people connected to your Swiggy application, do you think these 14 servers are sufficient? Of course, no. The 14 servers are not sufficient now. You know what happens? We already configure auto scaling there, right? You know what auto scaling will do now? It will increase your servers from, let's say, 14 to 45 servers. Such a simple and brilliant technology, right? Such a simple and brilliant option here. But first of all, you should know what is auto scaling and what are the options available in auto scaling and all those things. But as of now, the number of servers, 8 p.m. Sunday evening, 8 p.m. The number of servers are how many now? 45 servers are running in your network. Automatically, the servers have increased. Okay. Now, one more thing, one more example before I wind up this example. Let's say the time is 2 a.m. midnight. When you go to 2 a.m. on Zomato or Swiggy, you will see literally every restaurant is closed. There is a option there, right? You simply cannot book your food, order your food. Actually, if the restaurant is closed. So at 2 a.m., how many people are connected to your Swiggy? Maybe let's say 2,500 people are trying to order some food. Maybe like 1 or 2 restaurants are open. So at 2 a.m., after how many hours? Just after 6 hours. At 8 a.m., 8 p.m., how many people were connected? 200,000 people are connected. But at 2 a.m., exactly after like 6 hours, only 2,500 people are connected. Now tell me, do we need to run this 45 servers there? Answer is no. How many servers are enough? Only 2 servers are enough. You know what auto scaling will do now? Auto scaling is such a beautiful concept here, friends. It will simply reduce your servers from 45 to 2. So when 45 servers are running, you pay money according to 45 servers. When 2 servers are running, you pay money according to 2 servers. That's it. This is the concept of cloud. So at the end of the day, we take resources. At the end of the day, we take resources. So if you want to take resources physically, take resources physically. If you want to take resources from a cloud provider, you can take resources from a cloud provider. So if you take resources physically, you may need to bring, let's say, 50 servers where you are installing Swiggy application. But at 2 a.m., do we need 50 servers? No. How many servers? We need only 2. So remaining 48 servers, we need to shut down manually. Because if 48 servers are running unnecessary, extra 48 servers, they will consume more resources like your power supply, the operating system, and all the other resources they will consume. So it's wastage of resources, right? So in physical setup, this is a problem. But once you go to cloud, you need 50 servers, easily you can increase to 50 servers. You need 500 servers, easily you can increase to 500 servers. See, imagine whenever on Netflix a new movie is released, the Netflix servers will become more busy. For example, a movie like, let's say, Pushpa 2 is coming on Netflix, for example. They will announce the date on so-and-so day at so-and-so time. We are releasing Pushpa 2 on Netflix, for example. Now, how many people will connect at that point to Netflix server? So do you think Netflix people are using only 500 servers, or will they have only 500 servers when Pushpa 2 release? No, maybe they need extra 300 servers. So totally 800 servers. But do they increase the servers manually? No, because they are running in AWS cloud. Automatically, the servers will increase from 500 to 300 because more people are connected. Maybe after a week or so, the craze will go down because most of the people have already watched the movie. So the craze will go down. So automatically the servers will decrease. This is a beautiful concept of cloud computing, my friend, where you can simply take the resources. Let me just go back to the definition again. You can take the IT resources from the internet with pay-as-you-go pricing. Now see what it says. Instead of buying, owning, and maintaining physical data centers, they simply says, why you want to buy them? Why you want to buy all the devices? It's a very old method. Like, if you go in history, let's say 12, 15, 20 years before, we need to buy each and everything. See, I'm not saying like everything is in cloud today. Many people are moving in cloud, but as of now, everything is not in cloud. Okay, but still companies are moving because cloud is providing that many advantages, that many services that, every company is willing to move into cloud. Okay, but anyhow, as of now, we can say, just a second. Okay, friends. So we can say instead of buying, owning, and maintaining physical data centers and servers, you can access technology services such as computing power, storage, database from a cloud provider like Amazon Web Services. I hope it is clear. Let me just go to my account here, AWS account. I will show you how we can take resources. Meanwhile, if you have any doubts, any questions, please feel free to send your question. And like, this is your first official class. And how to create an account in AWS, probably we'll see in next couple of days. Done. So once you go to your AWS account, see console.aws.amazon.com, you need to have this account. And here you can see console and you can see services here. There are many services available here, my friend. There are certain services which are available for machine learning, Internet of Things, game development, okay, compute, database, okay, quantum technologies, robotics, satellites, storage, okay. There are services available literally for everything. Blockchain, analytics. We're not learning these things. To go there, first of all, we need to learn what we are learning here. Then if someone is interested or if someone is in blockchain, they can go and learn the services of blockchain. Someone is there for machine learning, they can go and learn the services for machine learning. Okay. So don't worry about all these services as of now. There are some more than 200 services actually. Okay. Now go to this AC2 option here. Yeah, Anupam will send the syllabus to you. Don't worry. Hopefully, at the end of after completing the session, management will share the syllabus. If you need syllabus, let me just add something here. I'm sharing some information here in chat box. This is my mail ID. And this is my WhatsApp number. So if you need any other suggestions, any other, career guidance or any other doubts you have, feel free to ping me on this mail ID or on this particular WhatsApp number. Okay, I'll share all the details there. But anyhow, let me just go and do some very basic stuff here. I'll just say launch instance. Now, can you see here, friends? See here. I have just selected one server here. And in this server, let me just show you what configuration I have here. Very interesting concept. See, 4 processors and 16 GB RAM is there. As of now, how many processors? 4 processors and 16 GB RAM. Now, if you want to increase your resources, there are different models available here, right? Let me just go to this machine here now. Now see how much we have here now. 96 CPUs and 192 GB of memory. See, suddenly the machine hardware has increased. So you need to decide which particular machine you need to take. Okay, once you decide, and let's say you want to go with the other option called auto scaling. Can you see the option here, auto scaling? You just need to configure this auto scaling group. So what happens when you configure this auto scaling group here? See, they have clearly showed you everything here. This says, see, listen, you need 2 servers. We are running 2 servers. But if it is needed, we can add more servers for you. This is a concept of auto scaling. Done. Minimum 2 servers are running here. But if you need 2 more servers, we will add 2 more servers. Or if you need 20 more servers, we can add 20 more servers. So this particular auto scaling service we need to learn. That is what we need to learn in cloud computing. This is one of the service out of all the services that we are learning. Okay. So I hope you understood the concept here. Concept is main. What we are learning, that's a different thing. We'll learn in great details in theory and practical. But as of now, the concept, I hope it is clear. Okay, so at the end of the day, the applications are running there. Some programmer is connected there. Okay, some, any XYZ person is connected to your server. So we need to provide the sufficient resources there. And whenever you need to increase or decrease the resources in a server, it is some clicks away. It is very easy to increase or decrease the resources. Okay, I'll take one example, a very general example. Actually, in my home, there is a tube light that is not running, that is not working properly for last 10 days. In last 10 days, I could not go to some electrical shop and I could not bring a new tube light. It's a lazy thing, first of all. And the second thing is it's not so easy to change any hardware. So in companies also, if you go with the traditional network, it is not so easy, my friend, to simply go and, change your hardware devices. Okay, it is not so easy. Adding something in server and adding more server is not at all easy. But the cloud is designed in such a simple and beautiful way. You're simply some clicks away from using anything. I'll just take one example before I, wind up this session for the day. See, next couple of days, I'll just take some small sessions, like say around 40 minutes, because, right now the season is on, the festival is on. So probably many people are busy in night in Visarjan and all those things. So I'll just take some 40-minute sessions for next couple of days, and hopefully we can continue with our regular sessions. Okay. So as of now, let's say one simple example. Imagine, friends, you have a hard disk with 500 GB capacity. Okay. But now your requirement is, let's say, 1000 GB. Now tell me, what will you do in this scenario? What is your requirement? 1000 GB. How much you have? 500 GB. What will you do now? Okay, you need to increase from 500 to 500 GB to 1000 GB. But how will you increase from 500 GB to 1000 GB of hard disk? Don't go with cloud and servers and all those things. I'm just asking a question to you for your personal use. You have 500 GB hard disk. So if you want to increase from 500 GB to 1000 GB, what will you do? Will add more servers? No, I'm not talking about servers and company here, my friend. I'm just asking about your personal use.
We will go by a hard disk.
Exactly. You need to go and buy a new hard disk because you already have a 500 GB hard disk. You cannot increase your hardware, right? That is not possible. For example, if you have a mobile phone with, let's say, 50 megapixel camera, can you increase from 50 megapixel to 100 megapixel? No. So if you need more pixels, you need to buy a new device. So you cannot increase your hardware directly. You just need to buy a new hardware here. And whatever data is there in 500 GB, you need to copy the data here. See, we just said these things in like, within like 10-15 seconds. I said, bring a new hard disk and copy the data from your old hard disk to the new hard disk. Looks very easy to say, right? But my friend, it may take your day, right? You have to go to some showroom, some shop somewhere and bring a new machine and copy the existing data in this machine. It will take a lot of time. It can take complete day. But what if you're storing data in a cloud? Obviously, it is secure. See, first of all, let me tell you one thing loud and clear. Whatever applications and whatever data we are running over the cloud is completely secure. Okay, we need to provide security actually. I should not say completely secure. We need to provide security. See, if I just open my mail account here with password, is it secure? No. For example, imagine there is a file here. I have a file where I have all my mail IDs and all my passwords. If I open this like this particular session will go on YouTube. So everyone can see my mail ID and my password there, right? So it is not secure. How I can provide security to my account? I just need to keep the password with myself. So that is a security, right? So in cloud also data can be very secure, but you should know how to provide that security. Okay, we'll see that also. But as of now, if you're storing data in cloud, and let's say you have already stored some, let us say 300 GB of data. But now suddenly your requirement is more. So what you can do now, you can simply increase from 300 GB to let's say 450 GB in some clicks. Select. Okay. Your storage is 450 GB now. Within some seconds. You're not going to any shop. You're not transferring data from 300 GB hard disk to 450 GB hard disk. No. This is a 300 GB hard disk. Already it contains 290 GB of data. We have simply expanded our storage. We have simply expanded the capacity of storage. It's a software way of, expanding the capacity. So we have just expanded it by using a particular service, and our storage is 450 GB now. And whatever 290 GB of data was already there, it is still there. So now extra data we can add easily. And after like couple of months, if your requirement is only 180 GB of storage, you can decrease from 450 GB to 180 GB with some click. Okay, fine, select, done. Now your storage is only 180 GB. This is the beautiful concept of cloud computing, my friend, where we have many options. We can take resources in the simple and easy way. Without resources, there is nothing in this computer network, whether it is your company's network or whether it is your internet, without this IT resources. So instead of buying, owning, and maintaining them, we can take everything from a company like Amazon or a company like Microsoft or a company like IBM or a company like Google. Obviously, Amazon is at number one place. Why it is at number one place? Probably we'll see in a couple of classes. But as of now, Amazon is the number one cloud provider. So before I stop the session, I'll take some questions from you. If there are any questions, I can see a couple of new people here. Anupam and Nirmal, this is the first official class, my friend. Whatever doubts you have, you can simply clear all your doubts. And coming to the syllabus and all the other details, you can simply contact the management or you can simply get in touch with me. I'll share all the details with you. Okay. So let me just show you one thing here. I just want to show you how these people are providing all these things. They are able to provide each and everything, each and every resource to us through these data centers. Now see here, friends, what you see here, this is not some, Hollywood movie where you will see some big things there, right? Graphical and animation things. No, this is a real image. And what you see there is a data center. And you can see only one lane. You know what is a lane, right? This is just one lane. In these data centers, I can guarantee you there will be some tens and hundreds of lanes. And what are these things here? These things are actually your racks. This is one rack, R-A-C-K, rack. And in this one rack, there are many servers. Not one. Let's say there are totally 25 servers in this particular rack. But my friend, in this data center, there are some thousands of racks. I'm not saying 1,000, 2,000, 3,000. It can be like 20,000 racks, 30,000 racks. So just imagine if there are 30,000 racks available, multiply by let's say 30 in every rack. If there are 30 servers, just imagine how many servers are there in one data center of Amazon. So like this, they have many data centers across the globe, many data centers. Amazon have their own data centers, Google have their own data centers, Microsoft people have their data centers, IBM have their data centers. So every company have their own data centers. Okay, let me show you one more image. That is much better image actually. Okay, so meanwhile, if you have any doubts, any questions, feel free to send your questions here, my friend. I'll be here for at least 30 more seconds.
Hello.
Yeah.
Sir, we will continue same time or after demo we will change the time?
No, this is the time, my friend. We will continue at same time till the end of our course.
Okay, sir. That's good.
We will not change the time again. Okay, fine. This is the,
Okay.
yeah.
So it will be the same link, right, sir, for the next upcoming sessions also?
Yeah, upcoming session. So it will be the same link. And in case if they change the link, they will inform you. I'm not sure why. Again, because of, festival, maybe there were not many people, but see, they will share the link. There's a reason, try to keep my number with you, my mail ID with you, so that in case for some reason they have not shared you the mail ID with you, 99.9% cases, they will obviously share everything with you for sure directly. But still, in
Sure,
case
sir.
not, then I'll share the link with you directly.
Sure, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks a lot, my friend. Okay, so that's it for the day. That's it for the basic introduction of cloud. We'll go with more details of cloud in coming classes. Okay, so we'll sign up now. But like I said you before, cloud and Linux administration are the foundation for you to build your career in next 20, 12, 15, 20 years. I'm not saying we are learning basics here or this cloud is basics. I'm saying this is your foundation. We need to learn many different services. We need to learn many things. It's a very interesting journey, my friend. Amazon Web Services, and if you're coming for Linux administration also, these are very interesting and very technical courses. Hopefully, our journey will be very fine and very interesting, and hopefully things will be very well documented in coming classes as well. Each and every class is recorded, so all the recordings will be shared with you. Okay, after some days, I will create a Google Drive so that I can share some other stuff with you directly. But as of now, all the recordings will be shared directly by the management. These recordings will be recorded in the server of DURGASOFT Institute. So they will share everything directly from there. Okay. So that's it for the day, friends. Have a nice day. We will meet again tomorrow at same time. That is 6.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Thanks again, man. Bye. Take
Thank
care.
you.
So.
Thanks.